Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm pretty sure I'm live. Hopefully that came in at the right time. So, over the past couple of weeks, this is what we've been working on. Really happy with how they've turned out. Obviously, there's a few things that we could change, blah, blah, blah. But overall, they look okay. Who we have? We've got Spooky here. Terry, of course. Great. Mr. Mark. 67 Alaska, welcome. Captain Smokey's here as well. Cheese and Whiskers. We are going to have fun tonight. But I'm really happy with how this is turning out. Started building in some assets here and there and put a bit of colour into it as well. Greetings. Hope you and the family are well. They are fantastic. The soccer season doesn't start for another week and a bit. Oh, far out. The politics of soccer. What? Yeah. So, I'm just checking. You know what? Did it actually transfer everything across? It sure did. You little ripper. Nope, it didn't. So, I just, so when you start a stream with Dual, I have to do a small update. There we go. Save. Done. Close, close, close. And now I've got both chats. Lemon, welcome to the stream. I'd like to have a thought. But it's too early. Creative Cat sitting in a box making cities. What? So just coming back to this. So we're going to be working on this kind of like hydrogen power station idea that I've got. Coming up next Friday, I start Lights Camera Action, which is a local animated short film festival. The theme is curiosity, and I'm like, I've got nothing. I've got no idea. So I'm like shooting a little bit of blanks there. Let me just move the camera around. There we go. But that is going to be, I'm just going to do 10 days of intense animating and so on and so forth after hours because I've got a day job and all that kind of stuff amongst training and blah blah blah. Anyway, so I'm looking forward to that coming up. So let's go and set this up now. Make sure we turn on screencast keys, Marco. Does anyone have any ideas? Obviously going down the animation route of something around a theme around curiosity. Like I was thinking, wouldn't it be cool to do like a dummy action trailer that is like the 1990s, 1980s, bad puns, punches a bad guy, grabs the brain, goes through and says, take those bad thoughts out of your head. Stuff like that. Something really stupid. That would be cool. But then I'm like, I've only got 10 days. Ooh. So, wasn't that the Mars Rover Curiosity? Ooh. See, that's a good idea. That's not bad. I like that. 80s grunge. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, that's now been embedded in my mind for the past week. And so now I'm trying to go, what can be created? Let's go scale maybe 1.4. E.2. Ooh, that's massive. E.2 minus. Let's just scale that by 1.5. Make it a bit bigger. P separate by selection. Go that away. And so, once again, as always, we always block it. I know. Is that Blonde? It is Blonde. Blender. So, as always, block this all out. Make sure we get what we're after. There we go. Control B. Something like that. I think that's... Oh, actually, maybe not. Anyway, so we're not copying this image exactly. This is more just inspiration to be able to build something. 40s diner, but updated to the 2020s gun feel. But what? like the story behind it, because obviously it's got to be an animation. Well, what? Okay. Really? I can't. That's going to be frustrating. Curiosity killed the cat. Oh, what if the cat was supposed to kill what if Curiosity was supposed to kill the cat, but it's 9 lives customer saving it? Oh, but then who's animating a cat? But see, I like that, Spooky. That's like a good train of thought. Can you give me any advice? Start simple. Don't go complex. So with me at the moment, as you can see, I'm not going nuts and making something highly detailed straight away. No, slowly build, and then you kind of refine. That's good. Curiosity killed the cat. I wonder how many people are going to be using that one. That's clever. That is clever. Let's go Shift D, Y, P separate by selection. And we'll build this thing in here. Let's go add modifier, generate. Can we do a mirror modifier? You're going to break that. Okay. Itchy nose. So what if we had... I like this idea of what they've got at the moment. I've got a guy in there just as a reference image. And then we go into the spin tool, which is my favorite tool in Blender. I like that. I think if we had something like this, and then we were to grab, what if the Curiosity rover on Mars and a Martian cat? I don't have a cat. But I do like those trains of thoughts. And then there's the whole thing. I'm like, do I do a sci-fi one? Sci-fi has only ever done me good once to get in. Why do I pain myself in doing an animated short film for this film competition? Because it is a lot of time. So what am I making at the moment? Just making this thing in the background. So we are currently kind of going through, I want to create kind of 10 of these pop-up buildings. So mechanics shop, med bay, got a bit of a bar here at the moment. All these I got to come in and refine, put more assets in. But let's put that over to that. But for now, next one is kind of like this hydrogen bay. And so what I'm thinking is this is some sort of outpost out in the middle of the sticks. And, you know, we've got kind of like travelers coming through, refuel, fix up, so on and so forth. A cat from Red Dwarf. Oh, jeez. That's interesting. That is interesting. Why is your ref not orthographic? Because that's what Midjourney spat out. That's the simple answer. I mean, and then technically what you could do is, yeah. Are you going to be creating a futuristic vehicle for the street scene? Maybe. I do have a rendered image of what I made earlier. Yeah, so this is kind of like what the buildings look like in a rendered state. I was just testing to see what dirt and so on and so forth and grass going around it would look. It's not too bad. I think the building's a bit too far away. I'm not sure if it's going to be like a street per se, but more of just kind of like a few buildings and maybe just like a main street. But I'm thinking this is more of a, yeah, an outpost. So, yeah. Okay, let's continue to build and we're going to continue to block. I like, because I was thinking as well, because I was talking to my son, I'm like, do we make it a, you know, where you pick up a hydrogen cell and you put it in? I mean, we've got standardized nozzles for all cars. Why can't we have standardized cells? But then I was thinking, nah, let's make it some sort of, maybe even some sort of like plasma that pumps into the tank, and then that's how the engines are powered. But I don't know. We can do whatever we want. So I was just kind of like brainstorming those ideas. Let's go like this, and we go GY. Beautiful. Let's get rid of that inside face there, so it doesn't cause me problems later. That's nice. And then, GX.2, Shift D, GX.4 to the minus. And now we kind of have that. That's looking pretty cool. This piece here, you know what? I think it's okay. We could probably put kind of like even another piece in here. Make it a bit smaller. Control A, apply the location, and then we'll throw a mirror modifier on that one as well. Copy to selected. And then this is here where it's going to be more the power cell. Control B. Also, been playing a little bit more of Star Citizen. Oh my goodness, how sick is Star Citizen? It's just so beautiful. And it's all those decals of deliciousness. So I'm starting to get back into decal machine. The first thing is I want to work out the process of optimizing from going from Blender to Unreal Engine with decal machine. Oh, and then kind of like swing it back. It's really weird. Why? Something broke in Blender. Might have to re-download it. Okay, I like that, I like that, I like that. And then here, if I were to Shift D that, actually go something like this, scale on the Y-axis. Bring it out. P to separate by selection. And then we'll grab that. E to extrude. Yeah, nice. Just a little bit of extra details, and then we'll follow that line up, and maybe with pipes and such. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Nozzle, where's the nozzle? Nozzle can probably sit in this section. Is your son into Blender? No. He is not. I don't want to give him that curse. No, he's just, yeah, nah, not into Blender, which is fine. He has more of a musical talent, which is pretty cool. I was listening to him practice the other day. And he's like reading the sheet music, and he's like having a chat with me at the same time. And I'm like, screw you, buddy. Put some Pix reference in. Ooh, I know, Spooky, you have some gorgeous vehicles. Semi kind of the idea that I'm thinking. It's like a combine harvester. Oh, how gorgeous does that look? Ah. So for those, can I click on here, view full profile? Oh, can't do that. No worries. Yeah, nah, gorgeous. That's the kind of stuff that I like. What was I saying? I don't know. So coming back to the Star Citizen thing, like going through and playing, you don't see really much. I want to say edgeware would be the best thing to say. It's more just a lot of the texture is doing the work. And that's something I wouldn't mind playing with over the coming week, of just getting that looking right. That looks nice. Oof. I like it a lot. Are you live on mobile resolution? Yes. So you're watching it on the mobile resolution. I do have a vertical stream as well. So for those of you on mobile, come over to vertical. There we go. Right. I don't know what these things are. Over on the left, what can I justify them as? Don't know. But we could always come back and revisit that. Let's go E to do an extrusion. And then let's scale that puppy in like so. That is going to be very frustrating. Shade flat. Yeah, that's going to be annoying as anything. Bah. Too much Stormlight archives. Bah. And then we do Control B. Just bevel that out. Love. Ooh, let's not. A little bit further in. Like so, like so. Whoops. In there. Yes, but what other ideas for the theme of curiosity is that we could use up? This is Blender in a King Leonidas voice. Okay. Sure, I'll take that. Yes, let's. Right click, mark sharp. There we go. Beautiful. That's cool, that's cool, that's cool. That's a bit ugly there. Might come back and refine. We are still in that blocking phase. I like these things up here. That's interesting. And then up here, maybe we could grab that. Let's do I to do an inset. E to extrude, Alt S, and we just scale that in. Let's just kind of bring that up there, there, oops, there, and there. Control E, mark sharp. Mark sharpe. That's kind of cool. Now the question is as well, is do we have, like obviously we've got the refueling station. Plug it in to whatever Gigantor machine. Or do we have like an arm from above that goes into the top? Nah, it's too much automation. I think we have that whole, let me pick something up and put it in. That's what she said. So. All right. So I like it, I like it, I like it. This is good. This, I reckon, will probably fix up. Because what I actually think we might do is actually make it smaller. And then so it's that way, it's the cars are still going along kind of like the dirt path, if you know what I mean. I think that's where it'll look better. This looks good. Over here will be our payment terminals. Let's move it over a bit. And then maybe in here, this is where we'll probably put in maybe another screen. But I like that. I like this idea. I think it's great. Okay, let's press I to do an inset, scale on Z, and we'll bring that up. Now we're looking at the height of this guy. That's pretty good. He's fairly average. Why so mean? Something like that. Let's go Shift D, scale, G to the X. Whoops. And then I'm going to select that. I'm going to press I to do an inset and I again, because we want individual buttons. If I did hide, Control L, delete edges, Alt H. Yeah, nice. Now we can go E to extrude. That kind of gives us that. The wife yesterday for Valentine's shouted to me from the bedroom, "I've put that black lace number on that you like." I shouted back to her, "Honestly, I don't like Agado. What's that?" I don't know what that is. My daughter woke me up in the middle of the night and she asked me, "Next month, how old am I going to be?" And I played along with her, super tired. And I said, "I don't know. How old are you going to be?" And she held up 4 fingers. Now, I stayed up the rest of the night trying to work out where she got them from. It's a bit of a clever joke. Oh, ploppers. Oh my goodness. Shade flat's not working. Some add-on broke it. Flat. Far out. Brussels sprout. Must have deleted something. Let's go. I'm just going to quickly open up another blend file. Control A. Oh, let's try this. User. Control C. I'm just going to go into a different blend file. Bring something in. Alt G. Sure. Now what has happened when I do right click? I hate you. It's an essential geometry. Darn it. What have I done? Anyway. Alright, future market problem. I'm just going to quickly open up a new blend file just to see if that's the problem. Hey Malcolm, many years of experience you in Blender, doth I haveth. Which way did you took? Sculptor or props? Props. Okay. Props all the way. Okay, so that's working. I'm just going to quickly grab everything in this scene. Control C. Select all in here. Control V. File, save as. Remote UR refueling station. Save as. Perfect. Now when I go right click auto smooth, it works. Bizarre. Yeah, props. I would like to say I'm a hard surface modeler. Wait, how many years? This channel's been going on for 10, 13. But I don't do this for a living. This is kind of like my side hobby. Markham, it's a song by Black Lace. Oh, okay. All right, I didn't get that one. Me in music? No. Okay, let's go like so. So we need to create this thing. I really like this thing. I think that looks really nice. So what we're going to do is put an edge loop in there. V to rip. Control L, delete vertices. And the back half should be gone. Now we can come into generate, mirror that modifier. Yep, sweet. Clipping turned on. For those of you who have joined me from previous weeks, you'll notice that I'm not really going quad route. I'm more just doing modeling and probably come back and clean it up later. But like I said before, I want to be able to think about using Star Citizen ways they create metals. Any location in this model for a vending machine? Oh my. I probably could. I do have a set of like buildings and shop assets. If I go into, file, open. We go into here. Oh boy. Marketplace. I think that one there. Nope, that's the old one. File open. 23. Street View. I don't think it's that one. So I'm just trying to find those assets. That they're all available on Patreon if you want. Is it here? Yeah, there's some assets here. So like I have created some vending machines previously. And that's kind of like stuff that technically we could pick up, take over across. Please don't crash. Don't crash. Don't crash. And these are some of the things that we've worked on live stream previously. I think we created this on one of the live streams. So that's where, yeah, we could probably grab some of those, take it out. Oh, so mainly you are game assets make it? No. I try and make animated short films. Not going to lie. But I do have the goal of creating something starting Friday. I got 10 days straight of animating for a local short film festival. So yes, we're going back to that. Like Pokemon cards in there. Funnily enough, I do have a model. From a store that was to be designed. Let's go. I like this thing over here. We'll go cube into there. Let's bring that up and we'll go scale. Scale on the X. I like that there. And so just want to replicate it. It's just kind of like a nice tank image. Maybe an edge loop through here. Select that face and we'll scale it on the X. Scale it on the Z. And then we can kind of come in like so. Actually, we should bring up what? Nobody's subscribed yet. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you can, hit the subscribe button. Try and hit that 100,000 mark before August. Why? Because August is 10 years on YouTube. So let's see if we can hit like 440. It's not big numbers, but we're trying to hit them. No, get stuffed. Let's go Control B. That looks cool. I like that. Let's go ahead and let's go into a plane mesh. As you can see, I'm still in that blocking phase. I haven't gone too crazy with the, what do you call it? Details. Thank you. Well done, Marco. Good job. No worries. So just slowly by slowly, and we'll go ahead and build. Shift S, cursor selected. Let's add in that cylinder. What the? Whoopsie doodle. Let's grab that G to the Y. Wow, Delilah. And then we'll dump that one in there. So just starting to add in a few smaller details, just to give us some ideas. That looks kind of cool. Giwoon, welcome to the stream. Doing well. A little bit gassy, but I'm alright. Gosh. Look, it's late. It's a Sunday night. But we are going to smash something out together. From here, kind of want to go... That would look awesome. Let's go rotate Z, X, and then we will do this. E to extrude, shift right click, spin toolaroonie, save, because we haven't done that for a little bit. Then let's grab something like that, and then into there, and then slowly start building it up. Again? Look, yeah, we don't talk about Bruno. Let's go. Control B. I think I would probably be better if I just kind of like focused on the one little area and then built up like that. But I do like to pop around quite a bit. Let's go Control B. Nice. Is that... Cool. Let's just go merge by distance. Make sure that we're all covered. That's great. This piece here, I think we are going to have to move everything out a smidgen now. Beautiful. And we'll grab that and we'll move that out as well. So it sits in there. And when we're looking at it like this, it looks quite nice. The pipes, I think, are going to be making it quite well. Yeah, I completely agree. That's kind of like what I do, Mark. So I'm always trying to take that step back, evaluate, then get back in. So hence that bouncing around business is, yeah, my jam, I guess. Actually, you know what jam I haven't had in ages? Rosehip. It's like a creation jam. So back to my dilemma. For those of you who just joined, welcome. So every year I join a local film festival called Lights Canberra Action. And you've got 10 days to make a short film, and you've got to use 10 items and locations from around Canberra. Alan Roberts, welcome to the stream. Egg, I don't know what that means. The theme this year is curiosity. Now, me being the silly person, I normally try and do an animation every year. Why? Because I figure there's not that many stupid people who'd want to make an animation. So more chances for me to get in. So it's purely a numbers game. Got plenty of tools to help me move forward very quickly in creating something. But it's more, the biggest thing that I lack is the storytelling. Like when I've got my mind to it, I can make something super quick. When I'm lazy, it takes time, baby. But it's more now just trying to come up with that idea of, an animation. And then I'm thinking, like, do I want to go like a sci-fi route or what? So that's now bugging me a little bit. So I'm just going to go new material. This is going to be light underscore blue. Blue. Change that to emission. Nope. Emission. Assign blue. And we'll go 5. And so if we kind of look at that, what are we looking at? Beautiful. Control S to save. We're in Evie. Get out of here, Evie. She's asleep right now. Let's go 128. Get ChatGPT. So. ChatGPT is good. It's good to come up with ideas, blah, blah, blah. But it's not... And don't get me wrong, I've used it for creative storytelling. It gets better when you give it an outline and then have it expand on your idea. And then that's where you come in, edit, come back. I'm just shooting blanks. So that is my dilemma, is just coming up with that initial idea. What are you doing? So that is my bugbear. Bugbear? Is that bugbear? Bugbear. Bugbear. E to extrude scale on the y-axis. And then this is kind of like its clamps. Okay, roof be gone. And like I was saying at the start of stream, like I had an idea around, doing like a trailer for a 1980s, 1990s superhero, not superhero, but like a comical Bruce Willis, even though funny as, but it's like the ripped guy and it's like brah, doing terrible puns is the fun thing about it. So for instance, when he's fighting someone, he like punches through the head and he catches the brain as his arms through the head and he goes, "Get those bad thoughts out of your mind." Well, it's not in the brain. To me, I thought that was funny. However, animating it sounds like stupid. Doesn't sound like a fun time. So that restriction, delete faces, that restriction is what like I'm coming up against. Scale Y 0. Select all, merge by distance. Yeah, so because as well, it's better to incorporate the items and locations that you get, because then that gives you more chance to score more points, blah blah blah. So I could leave everything to Friday and then Friday night, see, what are we doing, see? So that is just something trying to overcome as well. Whoops, sky. Let's bring that back down to like 5, so it's not so harsh. Alt H. That's kind of cool. I like that. And then we'll put some stuff in there. I was creating a simple office building, no different parts. What I did was, don't know, something which caused the normals not getting inverted, but also the whole texture went haywire. I don't know. Did we UV unwrap it? Get those bad thoughts out of your head would be more appropriate. I know. So that's why it's kind of like, yeah, I want to create something. But it's more, coming up with that idea. We might, with this, I'm just trying to think what's going to be the best way. I haven't done this for ages. I'm going to go right click, set origin to 3D cursor. How do you create hooks? If I've got a Bezier curve, Bezier. And then for instance, let's rotate that up into there. And then we got this one here, scale. Oops, scale. G to the X. That one goes there. Rotate 45 on the Y axis, please. So it's straight down. Then what we can do, if I select that, I type in hook. There we go. So now from here, we go Shift A, hook. I need a hook. Empty. Isn't empty a hook? Select the empty, select that piece, Control P, parent to object. So that empty stays there. With that selected, Shift left click on the Bezier curve, hook, assign hook. Hate you. Hook. I haven't done this. Hook to selected object. Okay. So now if I go G, the Bezier curve moves. Pizzicato. Arigato, Mr. Roboto. Shift S. Let's go right click, set origin to 3D cursor. Oops. Whoopsie doodle. Let's undo that, please. Undo. There we go. So now, when we move it, hook, create. Let's go like this. Create hook. I hate you. New hook. New hook to object. Sick. So what happens now when I move it? Now whatevs. Whatevs, Trevs. Scale Z0. We'll scale that down. Where is it? Here? There it is. Okay. Right. Fall off. 1. Just playing with the fall offs, just seeing what happens. Nothing. Nothing. Go suck a lemon. I was hoping to kind of like speed up that process using hooks, but it didn't really end up. I use AI to create my half sleeve tattoo. Oh my goodness. Which is done using, now it is using my 2 dogs. Your dogs are doing the tattoo? Joking. UV unwrap, remesh modifier, cleaned up. Use 3 tool, add for checking everything. It looks like inverted. All the folder sweaters inside. I hope I'm clear. Check your normals. So if you go up here into the top right hand corner, so we've got the different render settings. The next drop down, we've got face orientation. So where it's red, it means it's facing the wrong way. So that's what might be a problem. Once you go into the mesh, select it all. Shift N to flip the normals. And we get rid of all that redness. I don't know, that's the only thing that's coming to mind at the moment. Give us some geometry thickness. Nope. Give us some extrude. There we go. Ugh. What the heck is that? Oh, I've done something. Am I in the wrong spot? There it is. Nice. That's fine. It's weird. Alright. Whatevs. We'll just do it like that. I will get rid of the hook modifiers. I was hoping to be smart. Didn't turn out as smart as I thought. But then we've got kind of like this power cable coming into these lights. From here, let's get rid of our empty, this empty, and we will select where it's going to pivot around. So I'm going to go Shift S, cursor to selected. Actually, we'll do it from Control L, Shift S, cursor to selected. Then we'll go ahead, add in a cylinder, marker. GZ, let's go scale on the Y, scale on the X, scale on the Y. What the? What doth thy? What's going on here? Breakfast. There we go. Scale on the Y axis now. And then that's kind of like meant to be our pivot point. We'll pull this back out. Whoops, do this, and we'll pull this back out a smidgen. Just to hide that. Awesome. Control L, Shift S, cursor selected. Right click, set origin to 3D cursor. So that will spin along there. Awesome. User, Control LP, separate by selection. Why am I going to this much detail? I don't know. You are parented to you. Control P, parent to object. So that this will rotate independently. But then if I were to rotate that, it all goes together. Done that, still blue. What version of Blender are you using? If it's blue, and if you're using certain add-ons, it might not be compatible. I don't know. Without really looking into it, just guessing. That's kind of cool. I like that. And then from here, let's do that section. Shift S, cursor selected. And we'll do a cylinder. That can sit something like this. Like so. Let's put an edge loop through here. Edge loop through here. E to extrude. Alt S. Noise and noise. Control B. That'll give us that. At the end of the day, this is going to be more a set and forget, so we're not really going to have to worry about it. I will go Shift S, cursor selected, right click, set origin to 3D cursor, just so it's kind of sitting up there. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Please consider hitting that subscribe button. Trying to get to that 100,000 mark. Yes. Score. I like that. I like that. This here, we would need to create some sort of plate for that cable to come in from, but I'm pretty cool with that. One thing I've noticed is that putting it I do kind of want to do one of this. E to extrude, Alt S, right click, shade smooth. And then I'm going to go to new materials, and this one here is going to be light blue. Yoo-hoo! And then we kind of have that glow in here. And then maybe we'll put some glows down this edge as well. Kind of thinking of cars 1, cars 2. That's pretty cool. I like that. I like that. That's looking great. That's coming along nicely. Probably the whole roof section will panel. But other than that, I think that's coming along quite nicely. Have you considered scanning bits of... Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's all coming. That's going to have to be like a bit of a separate thing. Probably going to be using the scatter add-on, and we'll just like draw it on there. Activate screencast keys. Did I not turn them on? Oh, le poopy caca. Sorry, my bad. There we go. Yeah, crud. Dang it. Wait, what was I saying? Yes, trash. Absolutely. And that'll probably come with the... You know what? I'm not going to do that. Let's go Shift D, Y. Yeah, sorry. Going back to that. Yes, I will most definitely be doing that. Let's go right click, shade smooth. And then I kind of want to go... We'll do another screen in like so. I do want to go back to this one. And I want that texture. Control C. Let's come back. Baby, come back. Control V. And you are screen 4K01. Material. Screen 4K01. That there. Assign. Let's go U, cubic projection, please. Boop. And then from here, we will go into UV editing. Let's go rotate 90. And we'll scale that like so. So that when we have a look here, beautiful. Even though the sun's right there glaring the heck out of it. Let's go into shading, please. Control S to save. Roughness. Technically it should be all the way down because it's the screen, but let's do the same for this one. User plus. What do we say? 4K. There we go. Assign. And then we'll do the exact same thing. Screens everywhere. Project from view with bounds. UV editing. What the hickabotham? You, project view with bounds, there we go. No, 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 no. And then I just kind of want one section of it. Just so it looks a little bit different. Something like that. Nice. Nice. Yes. And then if we were to kind of just even bring the sun all the way down to like -5, then we've got these lights like so. Blue and orange seems to be the theme. Using Blender 4.2 because of an export tool for Flight Simulator 2014. Yep, I understand. Why are you streaming in portrait mode? I am streaming both in horizontal, vertical, and horizontal. So if you want, I will link you the horizontal. Right there, buddy. Okay, cool, 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 cool. That's great. I like that, how that's coming together. Let's go ahead and make some big get stuffed lights, I reckon. So, how are we going to do this? To not want to punch myself in the face, I'm going to grab that, Shift DZ 2. Let's go P, separate by selection. And then we're just going to focus on this here. Scale, scale on the y-axis. Let's go here, Control B, delete faces. So we now have this. Awesome. We are now going to go into generate solidify modifier to make it thick. Which way are you going? You're going inwards. I need you to go that way. And we'll go 0.1-ish. So when I go GZ -2, it'll come back, and that's where it's going to sit. I'm okay with that. I think that we can probably push it in. So let's go 0.8. So it's actually sitting in there. Good. I have the garbage scatter on. Yes, I've got that one as well. So I wouldn't mind trying to create my own though. How am I going to do that? I don't know. I'll work it out. Because then I can provide that as assets. Because I'm always kind of like weary. There's other users who will be like, yeah, just use Google Maps. Oh, you know, just use that. I'm like, it's like licensing. But then it's, you know, those people are the ones that, in a way, get ahead of me. Because it's not that I'm... Nah, look, it's not the right way of saying it. Yeah, I don't know how to explain that. Whoops, let's go Alt S. We're going to go duplicate this material. Orange. And we'll make this orange. And then don't forget, Marco, you got to click assign. And then that'll kind of give us blue, orange. Let's go onto mirror modifier. Yeah. I've used bits from Greeble packs and scatter. Yeah. So I think that's probably something I should sit down and actually make something. Would be better. Why is there a plus thing? Go away. Okay, Marco, you need to refine some of this stuff. Yeah, I know. Shut up. You shut up, dude. Let's go into the G to the Y. And we'll go GY. Let's push it in so it's sitting in here. Wouldn't mind. You know what? I think what we might do is bring it up. And then maybe we just give this all a bit of a rotation. Auto smooth. Lovely jubblies. Nice, 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 nice. That's looking great. I like this. And this needs to be connected. Control J to join. And then we'll throw a mirror modifier on that one so it goes onto the other side. Perfection. And then we need to create some sort of, bit of a piping mechanism under here, I reckon. So let's go Shift S, world origin. I'm your biggest fan. Thanks, Seb Matt. I appreciate you, buddy. Tell your friends. Oh, gosh. I hope you're doing fantastic. I don't know what else I got. I will be there in April. Oh, no, no, never mind. That's not going to work. Because you won't be there. Okay, so I like that. I like that. Let's just undo this. Shift D to the X. 0.4 to 0.2. Shift D. X. Whoops. G, X, 0.4 to the minus. And then that'll give us that. I like those 3 piperoonies in there. Mr. Nike, welcome to the stream. Everything up to now. Yeah, I think now if we just go through, we do some pipe work. This is, I think, like the biggest not idea marker, it's the wrong word. I reckon this would be kind of like the biggest bang for the buck. Just looking at oil refineries, even though this is meant to be like a hydrogen charging station. Oh, that's cool. Fitting right there. Shift right click. And then let's go in here. Nice quick rotation and straight down. How does that look? Delicious. Shift S cursor selected. Let's throw on a cube. And then that cube sits like so. Yeah, there we go. I think this is what's really going to make it now. Is just working on these pipes. I need to get a move on with Clint's animation, but I'm keep playing Foxhole. I'm not doing that one. So as I've been saying, I've got an animated short film festival coming up that I do every year. I've been in it once. No, I've won Best Animation twice. So technically, I'm a multi-award winning animator. And I'll take that to the bank. So go suck a lemon. Let's go Shift D. That becomes minus. Beautiful. Excellent. Look at that. Delicious. Whoops, I'm upside down. Nice. Let's just go mirror modifier, mirror on the y-axis, and then that all kind of works together. See, my notes above for curiosity competition. I know. I mean, technically, Australia is building a space force up in northern Townsville, northern Queensland. So maybe they visit to rescue curiosity. Now, yeah, right, all right. Because I think we should be able to download a model of it. But it's only Sydney, right? Well, it's Canberra, smaller, less population, so more chance to win. Well, hey. I think you might be thinking of Tropfest. Now, I haven't done this for ages. If I do Shift A, add in a plane, rotate Y 180. Should do it like that. G, rotate Y 180. Let's go. How's cable? Oh, control S to save. Shift Q? Cables? Curves? Hang on. Hang on. All right. No, that's not the right one. How does cable... How do I bring up cable trader? Q? Settings. Do I have that add-on installed? Let's start with that question. Cable. Cable or later. All right. 1.6. Oh no, don't make me stinking upload it. Whatevs. Where is... How do we start this? Leave right mouse button for models. No, font. No, I want to... How do you use the add-on? I haven't used it in yonks. So what do you get for winning? Is it something like 2 weeks in the Caribbean? No. It is the glory of having a trophy. Yeah, no. There's probably a good chance I'll spend more money than getting that prize money. Okay, hang on. How do I keep forgetting this? Is it in here? Is it side panel thing? Box cutter's there. Hard ops is there, which I never use, which I should. I keep talking about it, but where is cable? Cable. I know I've seen it, because I know that if I go like this and go, oh, maybe if I have two objects. Let's try that. You and you. Just testing this, because I forgot. Let's go cable. Ah, hello. Create cable from selected objects. Sweet. Okay. I know what I'm doing. Control LP, separate by selection. I'm going to go from here to here. Q. Cable. Rator. Ah, crud. How do I bring that up? Oh, there you go. Yes. Shift A. Cable rator. Simulate create from selected objects. What the heck is that? Okay, let's undo that. Maybe what we need to do is go E to extrude, scale, select all, Shift N. Shift A, cable rator, create from selected objects. I hate you. Oh, I wonder. Right click, set origin to geometry. Right click, set origin to geometry. Shift A, cable. Yeah, ole. Okay, width, S. Fill caps, no. Remove original mesh, no. Grab points, twist method, Z up. Can I add in more cables? F9. I hate you. What the? Oh, puppy caca. Let's go like that, like that. Is it in the toolbar? I don't know, perchance. Playing DreamUV, plating, Mega, RBD Labs, B Production, Fliant. No, it's not in there. Whatever, go suck a lemon. Let's go Shift A, camera. I want like multiple lines. I know that for it. Okay, I've got this. I can do this. S. Bring that down. Tension, D. Okay. Grab profile, B. What does B do? Ooh. There we go. Yes. Twist method, H. I hate you. Ah, all right. Okay. And then we'll move it off center like that. Let's do that now. Sorry. I thought you were talking about box cutter first. No, not box cutter. Come on, Marco. Pull your socks up. All right. Okay. S. Bring you down. D. Bring you down. Grab profile, B. There we go. Twist method, H. Minimum. Hate you. Set profile. Oh. Randomized tension, N. N, D. Gosh dang it. Really? Okay, whatevs. Let's just kind of expand that influence. How does that look? Yeah, it's not bad. Let's come over into here and we will just make it triple. I think it's a triple. You. Where are you? Okay. Oops. Let's go into... Uh-oh. There we go. I'm down with that. And then what I'm just going to do now is Shift D, duplicate, and then just move it around like this. Laziness, but it works. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I broke it. Oh, man. Oh, man. Wonder why. Sure. Whatever floats your boat. Nice. I think that's kind of cool looking. Control L, G, Shift Z, and we'll place that in like that. And then let's just kind of like throw a mirror modifier on that. Mirror, generate mirror. I want to use this base as our mirror point. And then we'll just do it like that. But then what we could even do is I could even just grab this and we'll move it over smidgen. And then throw it on the x-axis. And then now we've got like double. That's kind of cool. I like that. Wouldn't it be easier just to use multiple spines? Yeah, it would. It guides you. Had an option to add mode. Ah. Jack, welcome to the stream. If you're new to the channel, welcome, like and subscribe. Can we get to 440? Yes. Next goal, 450. Can we do it? That is the big question. Hello over there on Twitch as well. Hope you guys are doing fantastic. All right, I like this, I like this, I like this. Definitely we will have to put in some bigger lights. The other thing that we will do is probably hang in some cables. I think, you know what? To me, that is looking quite nice. Definitely, I reckon that we need to add in just some extra stuff in through there. So I'm going to go select that, Shift D, GZ 10. P, separate by selection. So now I've got this. Scale 0. Scale 0. Let's go merge by distance. now I've got 2 points. I'm going to press F to draw my line. We'll go convert to Bez. Okay, or not. Bez. Oh. Ploppers. Convert. Bez. Oh my goodness, this is Cabletron add-on. Fine. Shift A, create cable. No, I want to simulate a cable. No, don't like you at all. Okay, let's go mesh. Oh, idiot. No wonder. Convert between curve and mesh. No, convert to curve. So now we've got curves. Sick. Which is what we wanted. Now I can come into here. Let's go something like that. GZ minus 10. And that's going to put us back into our spot there. So that was kind of like the reasoning why I've just moved it out of the way. And then I can bring it back down. So that's why I've moved it up by 10. So I just know where it is. And then from here, we could duplicate this stuff. G to the X. Right click. I hate you. How does that work? How do I get those points on there? Set handle to automatic. Nope. Bezier. Yeah, baby. I hate you. Bon. What the hickaboutham's going on here? No, don't be closed. What the? Okay, we need to whoops, let's go select that, right click, automatic. But I don't want it to be closed. There's an option. Oh. I'm just trying to go off memory because I don't play with the Beziers too much. What about having a rotating sign on top? I kind of don't want to go that route. I mean, the holographic sign on the med thing, which we want to put on, would be good. But I feel that would be too cheesy. What if I did delete vertice? Yeah, of course you did, you jerk. Ah, you jerk. But I don't want you as a circle. Fine. Sorry, what I'm going to do is, because it's being a bit of a tool bag, I'm going to select that. Control L, delete vertices. And I'll select that. And then we'll go into object mode, convert to mesh. Convert to mesh. There we go. So now that is a mesh. Beautiful. Now we can work on, let's go like this. GG, C, and we'll bring it down. Let's go into proportional editing. Make sure we've got connected turned on. Control L. Actually, we might just do a bunch of edge loops. And then that way, select all, Shift D to the X, and then I can select this edge loop, for instance. O, G, X. And then we kind of have that. And then maybe what we might do is we'll just grab that section, G to the X. So we have something like that. Auto smooth. Smooth. That's not bad. I like that. Unclip one of the verts. Yeah, I don't know where the unclipping of the vert thing was. Fun fact, koi fish always travel in groups of 4. If attack, coil A, B, and C will scatter, leaving decoy behind. Great. Great. I like that one. Notepad. What the heck is that? Delete. Delete. There's all my jokes. Hang on, let's see, what have I got? What have I got for you? Because we like to trade jokes into the dads group for kids' school, where the only rule is jokes. What's a vampire's favorite food? A nectarine. Walking with one leg is worse than walking with 2. The difference is staggering. Someone asked me to name 2 structures that hold water. I'm like, well, damn. The distance between ladder rungs has widened by 5% over the years. This is due to an increase in the height of the world's population. Experts are calling it climate change. You're welcome. Gosh. It's funny. Everyone on the shorts feed just left. All right. Great. I like this. Let me come back to Twitch. Yeah, nobody's talking over there. Welcome to the stream over there, guys. I like that. Like that. This here, we'll make sure we throw a mirror modifier on that one. Mirror. On the y-axis, please, not the x. Control S to save. This will be important with, yeah, the texturing, I reckon. The grunge texture. Gonna have to get that to right. Why are pirates funny? Because they just are. What's a pirate's favourite letter? You'd think it'd be R, but it'd actually be the C. I regret nothing. Let's go. Oh, beautiful. I like that. I told the doctor I heard buzzing, but she said it's just a bug that's going around. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Oh my gosh, we're getting sidetracked. Perfect. Okay, great. I like this. Let's go. Like, is this enough? Well, considering the fact we don't even have a handle yet, no, it's not. Now, what is that going to look like? So, this needs to be texturized. I don't like that in the slightest. I almost feel that this should all go back to being white. Let's do I to do an inset. I again. Yeah, that looks a little bit better, but I think we just need a texture sit over the top of that. My dream job... I know this one. My dream job is to clean mirrors. I can really see myself doing that. That's a good one. I'll take that. I'll take that to the bank. Eric, welcome. How's your gas station come along? It's a hydro station. Yes, it's going along well. I think once we start putting in lights, it'll pop up. Well, actually, once we start materializing? Once we start putting materials on it, it'll look good. But I think we're going to be far away off, and I'll probably do that off stream. Just because I got to work out what materials I will be using. That's something I really want to play with. Get back into breaking down star citizenships and getting that understanding of what the heck are they doing that makes it so good. Obviously, decals, that's something else I've been playing around with. Trying to make a few more of my own. And, you know, that alone is amazing. Let's go delete those faces. I'm going to grab that and that. Let's do eye to do another inset. I'll do a small lily. Yo, 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 and yo. Mark lar. And then we do that, 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 and that. And we'll do a Control B again. Oops. Separate these pieces. P, separate by selection. Shift N, G to the X. Yeah, I think that's probably enough. But we do need, I think we just need more pipes. I reckon that's what we're missing, just pipes. Beep, beep. Once again, if you're new to the channel, welcome. Can we go up higher? Yes. 5 by 1. I know So Jokes used to be a stand-up comedy, doing the clubs and bars. Biggest audience, 200 people. This day and age, not so many joke tellers. It's all observation comedy now. Correct. Correct. It's whatever gets the laughs, isn't it? Oh, go on, ball. Oh my God, hang on. You guys don't even know about that. Oh, 12th man. Tried to drop you a link to Curiosity model from NASA into the chat. Must be, send me a private message. I think you've got access. Yeah, Star Citizen uses lots of parallel DAX. Yes, absolutely. And so the reason, like things I'm talking about with decal machine. So if I go 15, because then that's where we can kind of select this here. Oh, don't duplicate. We go D, and then I can come in, add kind of like these pieces. The problem is I'm trying to get these into a good state to come across into Unreal Engine, because obviously that's where I'm going to be doing most of my rendering. Love 12th man in the back of the day. Beautiful. Somebody knows what's going on. Good. You didn't leave me hanging. And so, yeah. So this is what I do want to build up. Is kind of like this scene here. Hang on, did I stuff up? Yeah, like little vents like this. And then if I were to select that, right click, select that, D, bring that in again. Sun, let me just rotate the sun around. Here comes the sun. And so very quickly we can bring it. So this is why I'm like, I'll be doing a lot of research around using decal machine, because the tool's pretty freaking good. The other thing is I was like, I want to be able to use my own decals. Then that way I can actually provide these decals without any guilt. So if we go, hang on, where are you? Where is she? And then we do something like that. Whoops, that's kind of G, hold control. And then that's where we can go Shift D, Shift D. And it is just kind of like a little bit of those little things. Joshua, liking the Hydro Station, awesome. You mentioned rendering Unreal Engine. I've heard it's much faster. Oh my goodness, it is ridiculously faster. But you have to remember you're rendering as a game engine. But then again, you have to remember that, you know, you're using people who are like, you know, they're filming Mandalorian and using that as the background. It is stupid fast. So if we were to, for instance, I'm going to go, do I have a camera in here? No, I don't. So if I were to do this, we're just going to go something nice and simple. Camera, control numpad 0, F12. 0.91 seconds. Okay, 3 seconds. Pretty good. Mind you, nothing special. If I were to jump over into Epic, which I closed, I'm pretty sure. Yes, I did. Well done, Marco. Good job. And this is why, so this is the limitation that I'm doing for myself, is I have to convert everything from Blender into Unreal Engine. But spending that extra time to do that will mean that I can render at 4K without any problem. Once dated a girl who had a twin. People always ask me how I could tell them apart. Simple. Alison painted her toenails while Jerry had a beard. Beard is meant to be a different word. So, yeah, let me bring this up. Once it loads, we'll come back to it. But then, yeah, it's all that like extra work to get it into Unreal Engine. So that's why using like a tool like DreamUV for texturing, I know that that material can come across. But you gonna load or what? There we go. So let me go into trash, location, home base, home base. Give it a sec. Open up our sequence editor. And then you can kind of see if we select our camera. Render this movie. If I render this movie. Scene, yes, okay. Let me go into... so I'm going to go into 4K. What's 4K? Can I go times by 4? Is it smart enough? Yeah. That's not 4K. Undo. 2. That's 4K. Times 2. Frame rate, use custom frame rate. Yes, I'm doing 60 frames a second because that's the frame rate of my animation. Blah, 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 blah. Where output directory can just go into downloads, right click. Do I have a temp folder? New folder, temp. Double click, put you into there. Bam, 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 bam. Let's go. Can I set the frames? Accept. I was going to bring the frame rate right back down to like 600. Sure. I don't know. Let's just go render. Give it a sec. Computer's starting to ramp up. I was going to say 6,000. Do we even get? And so you can see now, that's 50 frames. There's 100 frames now. I'm looking here. So doing that extra work to get it into Unreal Engine, totally worth it. Because now I'm not rendering at 3 seconds a frame. That's 300 frames and we've done 49 seconds. Typing in the dark. Yeah. So that's kind of like one of the reasons why bringing it across. Obviously, I haven't set up all the lighting for this shot, blah, 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 but this is for something different. So I just rendered 700 frames at 4K, 60 frames a second. And even in like, go back. Oh, crud. You were meant to be on, oh, whatever. So like even this preview here is not too bad. There shouldn't be any audio. Don't want to give that away. Let me just move this up a bit. Yes, he has a cannoli in his hand. It's part of the joke. You gotta fix up the background. Oh yeah, I forgot I did that. So, and it looks pretty crisp. So, yeah, that's that whole don't save. That's that whole pain now, but it saves you later. So this is why I gotta work out, yeah, how to do the material, how to bring over the decals, and probably apply them into Unreal Engine a little bit better. Because just, with these here, if I were to go yar, marker, I want that. There we go. So we've got just these here. And we went add modifier, generate, mirror modifier, XY, Control A location. Yeah. Control A, apply the rotation. And then that now should be, nope, you can go suck a lemon. Oh, that's why. Control A, apply rotation, apply location, copy material to selected, and then now we can see, I mean, I can see it quite well, but those decals are now coming across, and very quickly, just like Star Citizen, where we were talking about earlier, it looks so much better. So this is kind of like my goal for this week, apart from trying to come up and write this story. Thanks for showing that. Need to get looking into the Blender Unreal Pipeline. I do have some videos on the sequence editor as well, so bringing in animations and such. So tell your friends. Dewey tick up. Dang it. That sucks. Bah. All right, so yeah, I'm really liking that. I kind of want to just start adding in, yeah, let's just add in some contrast, like just some colors, increase the roughness. User can be kind of like actually I'll change you to red. Whoops. Matte _ red. And then what we want to do is we want to come in, select these, U and U. I can now go D, match. No, you suck. I think it's because I've already applied the location, all that. Ow. Fine. Let's do this. Do that. Ugh. Let me just quickly grab, oops. No, I want that color. There we go. This color, U, become U. U become like U. That there is wrong. That looks so nice though. And obviously, technically, it should render faster in Blender. Antonok, welcome. Put 2 bollards either side. Oh, that's clever. That's clever. Oh, that's clever. So we will go here. Big get stuff bollards. And we'll do, whoops, select the top there, Control B. Let's do that a little bit more. Nice. And then we'll go Control A, apply that location. Select U. Go copy to selected, XY. XY. Ah, crud. There we go. Yeah, that's a great idea, that. Let's go scale Shift Z. Scale on the X. I'll bring that down. This all probably has to be chopped up as well. Can you get Unreal on an iPad? I've been trying to get Blender, but it's only for computer. I would be very surprised if you can get Unreal on an iPad. But what I know what you can do is you can actually set up your phone to be the camera within Unreal Engine, so that you can watch what's on the computer on your screen, and then you become like the cameraman with your phone. I haven't done that yet because I've had no need to do that. But now that I say that, it would be pretty cool to do. From here, this... Oh, you know what? Oh, no, I can't download those materials because it's going to take too long. So we won't. This is good. This is good. I like this. At the end of the day, still don't have anything to fill up the tanks. Am I okay with that? Yeah, I don't really care. It's fine. This is great. This is great. I am going to cheat. I normally say I'm not going to bother. I'm not going to bring assets in, but this is nothing special. Asset browser. There we go. Let's jump over into Markham 3D. Let's go into Kitbashing. Where are my wings? No, 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 no. Antennas? No. Where are my cables? Where are my cables? Pods, ramps, supports. Ooh. That's not. Why do I not have any cables in here? What the heck are Botham? Where are they? What the heck is that? Anyway, I don't have any cables. Where the heck are my cables? Do I still have... I still have this scene open, and I know some cables right here. Okay. Let's go like so. Go away. Control V. Alt G. Alt G. Rotate 90. And then this is where we can kind of... Cables don't really need to make much sense. I mean, technically they do, but that's fine. Shift D to the X. GY. Just move that off to the side. I like that. And then let's do one more through the middle. Shift D. Scale on the Z. And then it just kind of gives us a little bit more of that grungy look. Because now we've got crud hanging from the roof. That's pretty cool. I like it. I like it a lot. That is nothing special. That's what she said. More than once. I haven't used cables for my render. That's definitely, yeah. Alt D. Oh, but yes, I should be doing Alt D. I know. I like that. I like that. I like that. Do we, you know what? Do we do this and we go right assign? You know what? I don't think so. Let's go matte underscore blue. I do like that blue that they've got in there. Assign. And then in here we can go rubber. Here we can go into maybe like a matte underscore orange. And we'll bring the roughness all the way up. Nah, bring it a little bit there. This here, let's go matte underscore cream. Something like that. This here can be cream because it's kind of like a concrete color. And then let's go here, matte underscore yellow. Because of the fact that we have so many engons, I can't really go ahead and doing because we've got so many engons, I can't be using DreamUV. Technically, I could probably go back and try and clear it all up, but that won't happen. No, matte metal. Then we've got metallic coming up, roughness. And I'll make it a bit of a grey color. Then that becomes metal. Let's grab this. There we go. This here becomes metal as well. Uh-oh. Outliner. Properties. Metal. Nice, I like that. That looks great. You can just go metal for now as well. Let's go like that. And then we go up into here. Here. Jeez. Thank you for subscribing to the stream. Scared the bejeebers out of me. But I appreciate the bejeebers being scared out of me. Did we, let me go, what we got? 442? Nice. We are slowly climbing up the ranks. So for those of you who are still around, trying to come up with ideas for an animated short film that I can make in 10 days. That's the kicker. To make it in 10 days. And the reason for that is, yeah, it's just a local film festival that I always enter. How do I... Here? Redirect. There it is. Nope. That one. Nice. Save. Okay, cool. And then we do that. So, I tried reading the dictionary in bed last night, but I didn't finish it. I got up to pee. When we get old, that touches a little close to home, doesn't it? And then we come down to the bottom here. Nope. Click on this. And then we go this. And then we click on this. And then we go... here. That. Save. Awesome. There we go. So, yeah, I like that. Definitely, I think this is going to look really good bringing this in with the other stuff. So I'm just going to save. Control C. Do I still have that? I sure do. Control V. Rotate Z. It's kind of nice. And then that'll give us, yeah, this kind of like overarching view. If we go, I mean, do we feel like killing my computer right now? Let's do it. So we will come in here. Let's go this here, this section. Like this. I should probably make this into a video. So I'm going to grab all that. Probably could have just done this. And done this. Nice. Let's go. Yeah, that's great. And then we'll do the same here. Box select. Nope. Try that again. Box select. This becomes no grass. No grass. Sign. Oh gosh, this is going to be fun. Let's go. I just want to quickly jump over into here. Save first. Yes, done that. Hang on, no, I haven't saved this one. Wait. Oh, it's an autosave. Okay. File, save as. Downloads, untitled. Don't know why. Let's go here. Is this the right one? Yeah, there we go. So I'm going to use this add-on here with that add-on with, get out. This one? Yeah, there it is. Okay. With this add-on. Whoops. So I'm going to use two add-ons now to generate this. So if I click on that, I'm going to regret this. I'm going to just quickly clear out that there, faces. Did I actually do this? Yeah, I did. Okay. Good start. Then we come down into geoscatter. I'm going to select our ground. Biome scatter, open biomes. I'm sorry, computer. Grass blade. And then we will go into... Where's the wild one? Old meadows. Ooh, old meadows, dry grass. Maybe a dry grass. I haven't done that one for a bit. So we import the dry grass. So that one, and if I go grass blade, there we go. Let me grab that one. Yeah, shut up. Sorry, I'm going to use this one. Oops. Whoops. Let's go with that one. So this is, sorry, I'm using grass blade. Oh, we survived. I'm frozen. Oh, frozen. Computer struggling, which is fine. I'm let oop. Back. All right, back. Okay. Oh boy. I'm sorry, computer. I did warn that it was going to be bad. So with that joyfulness, no grass. So we're going to come into here now. And what I kind of want to do is I'm going to go ahead and maybe like, oh geez, okay. Let's draw as if we've got some wheelies. I know, super accurate, it's fine. It semi goes okay. But then we'll have, you know, the walkways between here and here. And then we could have like a section over here that's and then we have a section over here that's like that. And then we've got dudes that they walk across to this section over here and such. Sorry. Just trying to paint out. Yeah. Let's go with that. And we'll make this 0.25 and we'll assign that there. Now we need to go through distribution. Nope. Culling masks, vertex group, no grass. Perfect. This one here, vertex groups, no grass. Oh boy. Will the computer have a hissy fit? I believe so. Let's just make sure I've done that. And then, for instance, if I put in my camera, I don't have a camera. Let's go into camera, control numpad 0. Control S to save. Prepare for the slideshow. Actually, render settings, 32, 128. See you guys in a sec. Oh, actually, rendering. Oh, yeah. Ah, oh, darn it. That actually rendered pretty quick. Okay, let me go. I've got a dirt material. Asset browser. I downloaded it the other day. Here comes the sun. Dirt. Is it ground or is it dirt? Ground. Yes, here we go. You sir. Large. We'll go 4K. Oh, it's been downloaded. Sweet. And then with... No! Don't do that. I want standard shader, please. Much better. And then we will go into UV editing. We select everything. And then we just scale that puppy up to like that. And it's okay if it's a repeating texture, because now when I press F12, it'll be fine. That's super, not as realistic as windscreen wipers. Yes, I was thinking about that the other day. So we don't really see those tracks, which is a little bit annoying. So, what did I do wrong? Is it... If I select the bottom one, because the bottom's one that we see, if I reverse it... Okay, so we need to come back into this. Let's go select, and then we will deselect that, deselect that, deselect that, and we'll deselect that. And this will come down to 0.05, assign, and then let's do an F12. Surprisingly enough, this is random. Wait. What the heck? No grass, no grass, no grass, no grass. Which is correct. What have I missed? Let's go into weight paint mode. Which is correct. Oh, no. Yeah, wrong way. Idiot. Let's go back into object mode, edit mode. You need to go 0.8 assign. Because I still want like a little bit of grass showing. Now I went the wrong way. Because one is there's no grass. There we go. That does look pretty cool. I'm pretty chuffed with that. Then we'll go into composition. Let's go new. We'll grab that. Put that over there. And then we do a lens distortion. And then we dump that one into there. And then we do like 0.1, 0.05. Then we do 0.05. Then we do a jitter and fit. And then we've got that. And then I come down here and we go into the render image editor. And we go rendered results. And then let's press F12. Your mask's still too high. Yeah, I think I'm okay with it. Like, we get the pattern of what's going on. Oh, yeah, see, boundary, welcome. That's pretty cool. I'm going to image save as. I'm going to move that to somewhere else. Render one shanty. Shanty! I've got an idea for where I want that camera to be. I want it like here-ish. Control numpad 0. You are the best. Let's tilt that up to like 28 mil. I just want to see how high it is. Z, only make this 1.5, so it's nice and low. Camera, go 28 mil lens. That'll bring it out. Because I kind of want that path to go down. That does look so good, I know. Hit that look. The ground's a little bit too shiny. But I'm okay with that. I'm going to go image, save as, Shantytown, Shanty. Let's go O2. And then I'm going to bring down the lighting to -5. And we'll do an F12. Let's see what that looks like. Cool. We see squaddle. That's okay. I'm going to come over to here. Actually, I should save this one here. Wait, what? Hang on. What's that? Oh, it's the old version. Oh, crud. No. No. Here. Control S to save. Okay, let's close that one. That's the one we're currently working on. So I want to select this. Shift S, cursor selected. And then from here, we're going to go into lights, area light, rotate on the X axis, scale on the X, scale on the X. That's going to go there. Shift D to the X. That's going to go there. That'll give us kind of like this lighting. Can you not? Something like that. This will become our orange lighting. And let's go 200. Shift D. Oops. Alt. Hang on. Let's do that again. Area 2. Area 1, so area 1 please. Now we select both of these. Alt D, so it keeps the material settings. Nice. And then we also want to add in another light. Shift D. That's going to be this blue light. Like a blue light disco. Scale on the Y. Scale on the X. Shift come on. Alt D. Nice, 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 nice. Nice. I don't really care for that. That's fine. 200. Let's just do an F12 and we'll just kind of like see what the lighting looks like. It's a small hill. Yeah, I completely agree. I mean, that does look pretty cool. I want to bump up this to maybe 500. 600. F12. That's cool. I'm so chuffed with that. And so, yeah, these are the past 4 weeks. So I'm going to probably clean this up over the next couple of days and we'll put that on Patreon. The Medic Bay should go on Patreon as well in the next couple of days. I stuffed up. Should have done that last week, but I didn't because, I mean, just mulling along to it. But this week's goals are to play with kind of like a bit more of a Star Citizen material setup because I hate texturing. And so that's why I've kind of been using DreamUV a lot. A few dead trees. I mean, we could. So yeah, that looks pretty cool. I'm chuffed with that. So I'm now like and subscribe. Actually, did we get any higher? Ole. Oh, so close. What's the name? So we're going to call that a night. Stay with us. We're going to jump over to Gaming in the Can, and I will meet you guys over there in a sec